interesting moves made by Turkey here on the world stage. And I feel that Turkey is literally a wild card out here in terms of big war, big moves. I think they, along with countries like India, they have a lot of sway. What they decide to do in the end and what side they decide to take could really mean all the difference in a big war. Now, we're seeing moves made right now by India and Turkey where they both just went away from the United States and they bought Russian-made S-400 systems. Turkey basically got some telegraphed threats from the United States and Pompeo. First, by saying that they would not deliver the F-35s that they had sold them. Then they put out a map showing Turkey split. But when it came to India, the top brass said, no, it's not smart to threaten them. They seem to be more important. They just kind of overlooked it and said, okay, we're going to keep this in mind. But just remember that the stuff you're buying is not going to be compatible with what we've sold you. That's something these countries are going to have to keep in mind. So Turkey here buys this air defense system. The United States says that we feel that Turkey under Erdogan is moving away from the West, away from Europe, and toward Russia. Turkey is trying to say, oh no, everything's all good. They're trying to say that everything's nice and peachy. And saying that this system will not only help us, but it will also help protect NATO and our European allies. From who? From Russia? You expect your Russian-made weapons to work against Russia? You don't think that they're smart enough to be able to counter their own weaponry that they've given to someone? Flip a switch maybe? Backdoor? This could be the case with a lot of the technology coming from either government, either military power out here. But to sit there and say that you're going to be safe from Russia by use of Russian defenses is just kind of ridiculous to me. They're caught in a catch-22 here in where they're going. And they try to state that they took this route because it was cheaper. They say flat out, well, look, this is the cheaper route. It cost us $2.5 billion. The U.S. was going to charge us $3.5 billion. We saved $1 billion. The U.S. saying we're not buying that. It looks like you're leaning toward going with Russia. Now, talk about some of the prophecies that have spoke about Russia being in control of old Constantinople or modern-day Istanbul, the capital of Turkey. Now, they wouldn't necessarily have to be there fighting against them to take control. They could be there as an ally to help try to fortify the city. And that is a key point coming through that waterway. Russia would almost definitely have to strategically come down and take over that spot if Turkey fell to the west. They definitely would, in my opinion. Things to think about because Turkey is also venturing out in waters around Greece and trying to snatch up islands that have natural resources. And no one's really talking about that. You start to tick off Greece and these other countries, Italy there, things really start to heat up. And that is the line in the water, so to speak, where everything's going to hit the fan. You see it hitting the fan between China and the other countries there in the South China Sea over the same thing. Islands that have a lot of resources around them. Same thing is happening in these islands between Greece, Italy, Turkey, and in those waters. So things to keep in mind. But as they're dubbing them a rising power here on the world stage, these are the latest moves that Turkey's made. I'm going to leave a link. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for more. Also, make sure you're subbed to Dabu777 for videos I'm dropping over there. This has been Dabu7. Peace.